Hello, everybody. So tonight's going to be a very short stream, maybe about 30 minutes to maybe up to maybe about 40 at the most. I just want to go through some progress that I made with this project and a couple tips for anybody who needs to work in, an Unreal Engine and having lighting issues and just something I want to point out. But yeah, so I built a scene here in Iceland. Yeah, based in Iceland. Pretty simple, very simple setup here. So what I did was I used a brushify mountain and some nanite rocks and easy fog and this little steam thing that you can get for free. It's like the starter content. So we go our sequences here. I just wanted an introduction to the setting. Did a wide angle. Had a helicopter, just kind of introduced, well, as I describe it, going to hell, basically. This really volcanic, rocky, hostile looking area. One character is going to go and face their demise. I won't say who or what, but yeah. I thought that was a pretty good shot. And the set took me about 30 minutes to make. It's basically a very simple brushify. I made my own little texture layer. And then I took a bunch of nanite rocks from Megascans and just piled them in and used some steam, easy fog, and then one of the brushify mountains in the background, and that's it. You don't really need to do too much. You can actually like make these little small sets, especially if you're limited, and it can tell the story pretty easily. You can still add quite a bit of detail. So that's one thing. And I'm pretty proud of this. Like, there's a little bit of cracks here, so I put the like the steam from the cracks here, so it's like a volcanic region, obviously. Um, you have some good golden hour lighting here. So I used the directional light, filmed in sunset, 2/3 of the frame for the sky. I mean, 2/3 land, 1/3 sky. Old John Ford rules. And basically, it turned out pretty well. And then I used a rail system for the helicopter, so I had the helicopter fall alongside a rail. I just animated the rotor. Only one. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Just pushed in the camera a bit, and basically you have your animation. Works out pretty well. It only took me about, I would say, from building a set to shooting, about 45 minutes. Maybe even less. I just had to think about it and kind of approach what would I do? How would I approach this one shot? So that's one of those things. If you really want to get into like Unreal filmmaking, you don't really need to make all these huge sets or anything like that. And this comes from an old machinima thing where I just would build very basic sets and then just kind of play around with the camera. You don't really need to add too much, but it's about just what's in front of the camera is the most important. And when I worked with iClone at the beginning, I thought, oh, everything has to be really complex and all that, and it used to just bog down my system. Now these days, I don't need to worry about that or build an entire city. I just want to worry about what's in front of the camera. So that's a little thing I always think about, or if anyone wants to, if anyone wants to make a really good movie and Unreal and they're new at it and they want to just want to know like how to start, you don't need to make really complex sets. You really don't need to. You can just what's in front of the camera, what's in front of the lens is the most important thing. And it's about good composition here. So obviously smoke here, plenty of good movement, some smoke, cameras pushing in, can't, and then finally the helicopter going right towards the center of the frame. So you kind of pay attention to it. And then cut. Pretty easy. So that's what I was working on. Had some time just to build this little set and thought about it on my way home from work and thought, oh, how can I shoot this? How can I build this little set? So I had the opportunity to do so. And took a few tries. I thought about like a bowl or something like that, but I realized no, you don't need to make it too complicated. Just build a bunch of rocks, stack a bunch of these nanite things from from Quixel. Find, oh, you have cracks. Okay, Iceland is volcanic. Just boom like that. And Iceland is like a very. I've flown over it. I've flown into Reykjavik for a while, and from the air, it just looks like an alien planet. It's a very, very, very different place to fly over. So anyway, that was my scene. Now I have to kind of build a few sets. In fact, let's actually. I don't know if I. Yeah, let's just pull it. Get Blender up and going. I'll show you what I've been working on. I think it was this one. So the first one here is this is the hotel. So he's going to basically one character is going to land at this hotel, and it's going to be in the background. I have an idea how to light this, but this is based off a real place in Iceland, and I thought that was quite interesting. I thought, hey, this could work. This is very, this could work like as a villain would own it or whoever. But yeah, based off a real place. I had quite a few references, and I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna retexture it. Probably work on the interior because this area here for the glass is there's an interior. I might rebuild this, but we'll see. Might look into a better door. If anyone's seen the stream yesterday, if I don't have to model a door, I'm happy. I might have a few ideas for like decoration. I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, if you can tell, there's some rooms, some basic stuff. That's where I kind of put the lighting in. That's where I'm going to put like curtains, just very basic stuff to add some depth. I can get very creative with the lighting, and from far away it'll look pretty nice when I shoot this. Okay, and I believe that let's just pull up the other one if we haven't. Nope. Where's my other one? I built another one. I think it's called Cottage 2. Yep. Yep, so this is my second cottage here. Or, yeah, this is my cottage set. Hey there. This one I kind of helped draw up a bit and looked at Icelandic architecture. So this is where very minimalist. here. So this went through a couple of drafts, I guess. So I modeled this at least a couple times. And I'm actually kind of happy with this one. So I'm probably going to be bringing this one into Unreal Engine. And we're going to eventually over the weekend bring this in, design the set. I want to keep it very, very easy, easy. And that's the great thing about Iceland. It's very barren. There's not much trees or anything like that I've seen, especially from the air. It's like this really weird moss or something that just covers it. And so, I can put in some mountains, cover it with a bunch of fog and cloud cover. We'll have some auroras because, it's Iceland. Iceland has a ton of auroras, especially in the fall. We'll shoot that, do some set design here. I'll probably put in some stuff here. Then, yeah, I actually did animate the door so you can swing it back and forth. So I can have some work on that. It'll be done probably easily by this weekend. I'm hoping to shoot all the Iceland stuff by next week. So Iceland and New York basically are the main things to worry about. Oh, the stream's breaking up. Hang on a second. Is that better? Yep, so this is my second cottage. We still having difficulties? Maybe it's Blender. So yeah, this is the set I'm working on right now. Oof. Yeah, sorry. Let's turn down the camera. There. So you're wondering what's with these little what's with this? Well, I'll show you. So let's get a camera going. Hopefully this is better. Hopefully I'm not breaking up. Okay. Yeah, it must have been Blender. So this is part of a set. I'll probably work on this for about half an hour. So yeah, this is the set I was working on yesterday. I brought it into Unreal. I fixed up a couple of textures, brought them in, and now I'm slowly putting props in. And not only that, but I've been kind of paying attention to the lighting for this one. So, okay, okay, yeah. So it was Blender. So yeah, this one here is my what the hotel set looks like right now. Doors look fine, mostly because I didn't model them. If I don't need to model doors, I'm perfectly okay. But yeah, this is pretty much the results from the Poliigon stuff, and kind of looking at a couple of ideas here for design. I thought black and white would be an interesting motif to work with for thematic purposes. Yeah. So black and white, so I'm kind of looking through props and everything. We'll have a rug, so let's just put the rug in. And yeah, let's talk about the lighting. So, like I said, the reason why I have these cubes is, let's just turn off the one here, turn off one. So yeah, this is ultra dynamic sky. It's too overpowering, so what I like to do, especially if I'm making a simple set like this, is that I have these black cubes. Basically, they kind of absorb the light a bit, so I can work with that and control that. So if anyone is struggling with this, just do this method. I mentioned 10 centimeters, and yeah, that can work, but if you really want some good control of your lighting, and if you have just a basic room like this, just put a bunch of black cubes over here. Very, very simple. And yeah, you can tell this is a heck of a lot better to work with. That's something I've kind of done. And that's how, you get some good lighting here. So yeah, it's just basically two rectangular lights. And then I'll probably put some fill lighting in. Two rectangular lights, and lumen set to 4500, something like an afternoon. Not like it's a lot better than like pure white. There's a little bit more variety, I guess. Kind of feels lifelike, isn't it? You really want that good lighting. But we're not done yet. Yeah, there's a couple of ideas here. Obviously, walls, I like to have a little bit of, plain white walls don't work very well. So I like to have a little variety in color. You can see there's a little bit right in the baseboard. Some carpet because, it kind of works much more. I thought about hardwood floors, but, people scratch and break and all that hotel wise. Too much, especially lots of damages. So, just mostly carpet. We'll add in a rug. Obviously black and white. But first I want to add, let's add in the rug. And I want to show you, if you have something from Poliigon, I'm going to show you how to bring it into the Unreal Engine. Did I actually save my rug? Yep, I did. Okay. So this is pretty much so we'll bring it in as an FBX. And we have, I don't know if we need to do a displacement, but let's do gloss, mask, and reflection. And I don't know about SSS. We don't need, we'll find out. So let's just bring those in. Bring in the textures first. Now, reflection, turn that off and save. And gloss, I believe, turn that off and save. sRGB, uncheck that and save. So, just want to make sure I did this right. So for material, let's go with carpet to make sure I'm not causing any issues. This is pretty much my node setup. So reflection goes into specular, and gloss goes into roughness. So let's just remember that. Reflection goes into specular. Gloss goes into roughness. And we'll just keep that up as a reference. Okay. We'll just hide that for a bit. Import all. So this is just in case you want to bring in here. So we're going to click on this, and since I did see, where are you? There you are. I did see a mask, so we'll have to do a mask. Save that. And let's put the mask in here. And put that under opacity mask. And let's do a ambient occlusion. Normal. It's starting to come together. Reflection goes into what? It goes into specular, but you need to have something called the 1 minus. That's going to reverse it. And let's see if I'm right, because my brain is dumb. Yep. Reflection. Yep, that is exactly right. Now the gloss goes as the roughness. So easy. So we're just going to copy and paste this into the 1 minus and go into roughness. If you don't do this, it's going to be very, very shiny, and you're going to scratch your head and going, well, what's going on here? Because you didn't apply the 1 minus and you didn't save it as a linear color. So those are things just to be aware of. And finally, the color. There you go. Yes, save everything. Drop in the rug. Drop in our material, and there we go. Ta-da. Easy. Not bad. Yeah, I think with some lighting, we might add some fill lights, especially when we bring our characters in. I'm gonna have to film this offline. When you see this movie, you'll find out why. Let's do small tables. Not good enough. Interesting glass, but you can tell it causes issues right here. So let's do Louisa and track. Oh yeah, Louisa works. Do we can get a nice here and here. Let's get a Jeremy. We're actually vertical. Let's get vertical. And then do we have a larger one? Maybe we could put Jeremy in here. Maybe one that yeah, you can tell this. Oops. Yeah, you know, we might as well get this rid of. You know, hang on. Let's. There we go. I mean, to be honest, if it's going to cause us more issues, we might as well just uh let's just do ash. Oh yeah, that'll work just fine. How's the arm? Oh yes, one of those, please. Yes, please, one of these. And then some decorations. Obviously, more artwork. Is there like, how about decor? Yes, yes, please. Let's find some. Uh, find out. Small tables, rugs, nope. Sofas. Hmm. Let's see. I think this is good for the most part. We can just go through maybe. Hmm. Yeah, we may have to change this painting, but we'll see. Let's add a lamp. So let us browse through Poliigon. Hmm. That's one. This one. Hmm. Yeah, we're likely going to have to swap one of that paintings out because the small lines here are causing issues. But that's an emission. Interesting. Okay, import all. And let's just throw it in here. Come on. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Let's see. Metalness, color, normal, roughness, and metalness. Okay, that's not bad. And this is metalness. Okay, good. Normal. And finally a roughness, and just because I get really bothered when the nodes are all screwed up, I like to keep them all nice and organized like that. It makes me happy. There we go. I like it. Really like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make a screenshot of that. And yeah, I'll rename this live stream here. Uh-oh. Wait, what was this? What was this? Oh, that's metalness. Okay, good. And that is roughness. Okay, good. So let's see. Metalness. Normal. Roughness. Color. Ambient occlusion. And let's just switch the two around. Ooh, for the light bulb. Does the light bulb need to be turned on? Nah, I don't think so. So, then, oh, you know what? We need light switches. Light switches, maybe some electrical sockets. No. Yeah, maybe, but uh, yeah. not too bad. Not too bad so far. Like once we put more paintings in, probably do something like that. Yeah. Yeah, right. Let's put it here and let's establish a couple more props then. I forgot something. I'll do it tomorrow, but it's getting late. Well, early for compared to my normal streams, but late for everything else. Or it's late right now for me, but or sorta, you know what I mean.